यस्य वीर्येण कृतिनो वयं च भुवनानि च रामकृष्णं सदा वन्दे सर्वं स्वतन्त्रमीश्वरम्. I worship Sri Ramakrishna, the Supreme God, who is ever free and by whose power we and the whole world are sustained. At the outset, I like to offer my pranam to most revered President Swamiji, revered Vice President Swamijis, other revered Swamijis, and on the dais, revered General Secretary Maharaj, and my brothers, Swami Shastragyananda and Atma Priyananda, respected Matajis, dear devotees and friends. Today morning, when I was roaming around over here, I met a lady. She came running. I don't know her, but she came and she told, Swamiji, I am here from 3 a.m. So can you imagine people coming from so far and they are coming here almost in the midnight? Why? To get the blessings of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. And we also have renounced the hearth and home. We are living over here and spending the whole life. Thousands and millions of people are coming. Today in the noontime, I was looking at and I pointed to one of my brother monk, and the flow was going to that our Ma Sarada Sadabgata Bhavan continuously. All people are going to take the prasad, like to be happy, want to get the spiritual life. And Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is here to help us. He said, you need not to do much. And this has been recorded by Akshay Chaitanya. He said, you need not to do much. Tomade beshi kichu korte hobe na. Who am I? Ami ke? Who are you? Tora kara? And what is the relation between you and me? Tomader shange amar samparkota ki? Just this much. Now this much? Who is Sri Ramakrishna? Now one day, Sri Ramakrishna Dev said to the famous scholar Gauri Pandit. He was not only a scholar, but also a sadhaka, a spiritual aspirant. He practiced austerity. So Sri Ramakrishna told him, do you know, Vaishnav Charan has declared that I am an avatar. Vaishnav Charan was another great scholar, and he came along with many other scholars at the invitation of the Mathur Babu to Dakshinesha to have a debate with to decide whether Sri Ramakrishna was avatar or not. This debate with the Vaidyavi Brahmani, this Vaishnava Charan declared that you are avatar. Listening to this, he said, Gauri Pandit said, is that all he has to say about you? Then he has said very little. I am fully convinced that you are that mine of spiritual power, only a small fraction of which descends to earth from time to time in the form of an incarnation. Avatar to choto katha. Jar angsho theke avatar srishti han apni she. Who is Sri Ramakrishna? From whom even the avatars are coming? All the biographers of Sri Ramakrishna, they have mentioned that even before his birth, his father, Shudiram Chattopadhyay, had a vision that Lord Vishnu wanted to be born as his son. And almost at the same time, his mother also was filled with the divine light of the Lord Shiva. This temple is still there in Kamarpukur, the small Jugi Shiv Mandir. Who is this Sri Ramakrishna? And also this lady, the pious lady, she saw that Lord Brahma visited her humble cottage. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, these three great gods of creation, sustaining and dissolution, were trying to manifest as the son of Khudiram and Chandramani. Who is this Sri Ramakrishna? On May 30th, 1897, Swami Vivekananda wrote to Sri Pramodadas Mitra, I have seen God in my life and I am living according to His wishes. Swamiji must have referred to Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. Is this Sri Ramakrishna, the God? Again, Swami Vivekananda, he is mentioning, writing to his brother disciple, Swami Shivananda ji, and he said, Bhaya, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, je Bhagavanir Baba, tate amar sandho matra nai. I am mentioning these in Bengali because this is the main stress in there. Brother, I don't have any doubt that Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa is the Father of God. By the word Bhagavanir Baba, Father of God, Swamiji must have meant Parama Brahma, the Supreme Brahman. The Vedanta tradition, in the Vedanta tradition we find the Parama Brahma, the Brahman without qualities or gunas, also known as the Nirguna Brahma. From Nirguna Brahma comes the Shaguna Brahma, Brahman with qualities, and from that the creation begins. According to Tantra and Shiva tradition, there is Shiva without action who is known as Paramashiva. This Paramashiva's color is pale, not white, and he is completely dead. Next comes from the Paramashiva, the Sadashiva. From Paramashiva, the Sadashiva, his color is white. And then he is looking, his eyes are open, and then comes the third stage, the action form of the Shiva is goddess Kali. And this is what the way it goes. And who is Sri Ramakrishna? In a Sanskrit stotra it says, Parabrahma, Parashakti, Jagat Rupa, Ramakrishna. Now the first question that the Sri Ramakrishna wanted to know from us, the answer of the first question, who am I? Now we know. He is the Param Brahma. And he is also the Parashakti. He is also this Jagat, the whole thing. And beyond him, nothing is there. The second question, who we are, that is also very easy now. And in the language of the Tantra it says, Kunchakam achadanam tena apritam Shiva. Who we are also the same. According to Vedanta it says, Ahankar upahita Chaitanya. We are also that same Chaitanya, only covered by Ahamkara. The scripture states that Brahman has created this universe out of itself. It is then clear that the intelligent cause and the material cause are both Brahman. They are giving an example in the Vedanta, Yatha Urna Visrijati Grinnati, etc. And this, like the spider creating its web with its own saliva and, if it wishes, dwelling within it. Similarly, this universe has been created by Brahman and is also sustained and destroyed by Brahman. We human beings are also made of the same thing. And the Vedantins have proved it through Avastatraya analysis, Jagrat, Sapna, Sushupti. Now a very important question. If we are the same as Brahman, the source of our creation, why don't we know that? Why can't you understand that we are Brahman, we are God, we are divine? Why we are coming at the morning 3 a.m. and why we are praying? That is the main thing. This is the most subtle part of the game, we should say, the game of life and liberation. If we understand the rules of this game and follow them, we get liberation. If we fail to do so, then we go to birth and bondage. Like a minefield in a war zone, the path of liberation is covered with booby traps and mines, which are known as, in the spiritual, the sadhana, these traps are known as eshana, the desire, vashana. The most dangerous of these traps are kama, kanchana, and kriti, to be famous. This is when the brahmacharis are coming and they are joining the monastic order, the first struggle is kama, kanchana. Then slowly that goes up. Then thing, kriti, desire to be famous, it is always remain. This is the last bondage. I remember one of our young Swami, I was then brahmachari, he took me to one of his, the lecture class. And there after the lecture, he stood by the side of the door and he was greeting the devotees who were going out. And all the devotees were telling, Swamiji spoke so well. And he was smiling. We could feel that he is enjoying. And then the elderly Swami who was there in charge, he said, don't think that they are telling only to you. They tell it to everyone who come here to speak. So that is the thing that we have to learn. We are not alone. There are so many good speakers, singers, painters, administrators, so many. This ashana for name and fame is the last thing one must be very careful of. No doubt the creator of the jivas, the individual soul, created these hurdles, but at the same time, he revealed to the rishis the secrets of how to avoid these death traps. Not only that, he has created great illumined souls, gurus, to teach those methods, by understanding and practicing which human being can reach liberation. In extreme necessity, in the Bhagavad Gita, as it mentioned, yada yada hi dharmasya glani. When the dharma glani comes, then the great God comes himself. He takes birth in human form to guide humanity to the supreme goal. This time we are fortunate that the supreme being who manifested at Sri Rama and also Sri Krishna is in different yugas has taken birth as Sri Ramakrishna. If we ask why the great the great God has come in a human form, the scripture Bhagavata, it says, Anugrahaya bhutanam manusham dehumasritaha, to help us, the human being. He is compassionate. And why he has come? Sthapakaya cha dharmasya. He has come to establish dharma. And what is dharma? I feel that dharma is nothing but keeping the words, keeping the vows. What is dharma? In every aspect, when we are joining in any office, we are even at a time of the marriage, at a time of the sannyasa, what we do? Take vows, take oath. And if we keep that oath, that is sufficient. That is dharma. Katha rakha, as my previous speaker, Shastragyanandas mentioned, Sri Ramakrishna used to say again and again, Mon mukh ak kara. We have to keep the word. I have given the word, I must keep my promises. That is dharma. And when I don't keep my promises, that is adharma. And when the kings are breaking their vows, the rulers are breaking their vows, that is the time dharma ida hi dharmasya glani. That is called the glani. And that time the God came. This time the great Lord came as Sri Ramakrishna, and the first thing he did, that's a wonderful thing, Swami Vivekananda is mentioning, he killed the demon named doubt about the God. Is there God? Truly is there God? Like this. And so many other things comes in our mind. And all the time thinks God means something supernatural. This will happen, that will happen. The God means completely transformation. And the mind, it starts things in completely different way. The love and unselfishness that fill the mind, that is the realization. Many of the people, they constantly ask, have you realized God? Have you seen God? How is God? God is nothing but two things, two great qualities, that is love and unselfishness. He comes over, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna comes over here, and he established that God is there. Samshaya Rakshasa Nasha, that he did. He killed that Samshaya and he said, I'm taking the oath and telling you, God is there. You can talk to him. You can see him. Truly I say unto you, God is there. When people are thinking, well, God realization is not for the householders, because scripture clearly states that without renunciation, immortal bliss cannot be achieved. Tyagi naikhi amritatta manasuhu. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna assured them by saying, you need not to give up anything except your ego. That if you give up the ego and you get everything. He advised them to turn this tremendous power, ego, towards God. Can you imagine the tremendous ego? If you go and just ask something to a child, and immediately he will know, this is mine, this is me. I have done this, that is our ego, I. Now if we can turn this towards God, this tremendous power, I am the Son of God, and I cannot do anything wrong. I cannot harm anyone. I cannot criticize anyone, because I am the Son of God, I am the daughter of God, we are the children of God. Just that same ego turning towards God. And the same thing which is binding us, taking us down, give us tremendous boost, and we can go upwards, and our mind becomes full with love and unselfishness. And how to get these things? Sri Ramakrishna Bhagavan, he again said that only 4 steps you have to take. First, holy company. You have to go to the holy company. We have to remember holy company. Sadhu Sangha doesn't mean that anyone dressing like a monk is a sadhu. Sadhu is a completely different thing. In the Bhagavad Gita, in the 16th chapter, in first 3 verses, 26 great qualities that is recorded, that is given, that is the sadhu. And in one line we can say, Genyasa Nikta Sannyasi Yona Deshti Nakangshati, that is sadhu. And no Nakangshati, na Deshti, no aversion and no attachment, no attraction. That is the monk, that is the sadhu, and we have to go to him. And then only this holy company will go on inspiring us. Positive, positive, positive. As Rabindranath wrote about Swamiji, in him everything is positive. What is the positiveness? When someone comes to us and say, Swamiji, I am so weak in mathematics. I don't know whether I am going to be successful in my exam. What we should say to him? We should say, don't bother about that. You have many other great qualities within you. Try to be successful. If you cannot, don't bother. Something else waiting for you. You will be successful. That, as Swami Vivekananda said, the constantly positive thinking and self-confidence. As Swamiji said, that old religion said, he who never believed in God is an atheist. The new religion says, he doesn't believe in himself is an atheist. Believing in ourselves, we will be able to be successful. We have the quality, and that we achieve, that we gain from the holy company. Don't weak yourself. Know for sure you are going to be successful. And then living in solitude, This is the solitude. The millions of people are here. So many things are going on. But we are not thinking about the worldly things. All the time we are thinking about God, listening to the beautiful music, devotional music, looking at the holy Ganga. And wherever we are meeting, they are all devotees. This is solitude. Where you will go. And we live in America, every part of America is solitude. Nobody talks to anyone. If you have to talk, you have to go to the market, that too. Only the salesman, sales lady, only you can talk. There is no one to talk. We are in solitude all the time. But majority of the people, why they are killing themselves? Why they are going for the drugs? The solitude doesn't mean that. Solitude means holy company. You have to come and meet and forgetting the thoughts of the world. And discrimination. Oh, when I come to Belur, I always feel joy. Are you not constantly remembering that I visited Belur, I took the Swami, I took Prasad, I could go to Mother Temple? Why we are thinking in that way? Discrimination. When we are here in our houses, we are not happy in that way. And when you come over here, there is nothing. The monks are so busy, they don't have time to talk to you. Only smiling and praying for you, that's all. And even then you are so happy. So the discrimination, vichara, there must be something great. Friends, I think I must mention you that it was at the Durga Puja time, we were brahmacharis and our duty was there in our Bharat Maharaj, the office, Manager Maharaj office. Just before that, we were collecting the pranamis. Then suddenly one young boy came and asked, and we were so busy collecting money and counting, issuing the receipt. Even then, that young boy came and asked, why you have become a monk? Then what to say? At right that moment, inside the room of the Bharat Maharaj, revered Bharat Maharaj, 3 people were there. One was the beauty queen, we can say, the famous Suchitra Sen. Another, the great writer, famous writer, Borun Sen Gupta. And third, I have forgotten, the governor of a state. Then I told that young man, look what people need, beauty, name and fame, power. All these 3 are sitting inside before a Swami who physically is not that beautiful or handsome and intellectually cannot compare with the Borun Sen Gupta, not having any the government power. But still these 3 sitting at his feet means what? This Swami must be having something which these 3 is not having, and that is Shanti. And because of this Shanti, then we have to come and we have become monks. And this is called discrimination. And finally the prayer. When we are final, yes, this is this, then the prayer should be in Bengali. There's a beautiful song, Amar haat dhore tumi niye chalo, ami jego patho chini na. I don't know how to walk. I'm a baby, I'm a child. Oh God, please come and hold my hand, and Sri Ramakrishna will surely come. Human beings can broadly divide it in 2 groups according to their mental attitude. First, those who like God but also love His creation, this world known as Grihi. Second, those who love God and do not like His creation, known as Tyagi. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is worshipped by both the groups. In the words of Swami Virojanandaji, Tyagi, Gehi, Sebhya, Nitya, he is worshipped by these both the groups. Throughout the ages, the paths of God became many. Argument, counter-argument, criticism, and even war and bloodbath have happened in the name of God and religion. The chasm between the lovers of God with form and without form not only weakened human society but also helped to grow many irreligious systems in the name of righteousness. People with a pure heart and genuine desire for God, realization were groping the darkness in confusion, which is the path for mine? And they found their answer in Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, as many faiths, so many paths. I was in Andaman, and one evening after we completed the prayer, Khandana Bhava Vandana, and that too was singing by the 50 orphan boys, and you can understand, age group between 5 to 15, 50 different tunes, different way they were singing. Even then, one gentleman who was strolling over there, he liked it. And he came after the prayer and he said, Swami, can I talk to you? And I have a question to ask. I told, what's that? We are all human beings. He was asking the question. Why then different gods, different religion? I told him, the God is same. Only paths are different. Then I told him the story of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, the one pond, and there are 4 approaches. The people are going over there, taking the same thing and telling this is water, and this is aqua, this is jal, this is pani. And that man jumped on his feet and said, oh, that solves the whole problem. You are shaking my hand. I told, you need not to give me thanks. But it all credit goes to this picture, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. The gentleman, he was from Israel, the ambassador of Israel, and he was so impressed. He stayed over there for more than 2 hours, listening from me the stories after stories about Sri Ramakrishna. The simple, but so penetrating. The philosophy that had become dark and gloomy in the closed sanctum sanctorum got illumined in the light of Vedanta, practiced and propagated by Sri Ramakrishna. His famous question, if you can see God with your eyes closed, can't you see Him with open eyes? Vedanta became a powerful instrument to develop the material life and also a path of spiritual practice to realize the Atman. To clear up this point, let me quote Swami Vivekananda from his Karma Yoga. Now he says, as Jiva, individual self, and the Ishvara, God, are in essence the same, serving the Jiva and loving the God must mean one and the same thing. This is what Sri Ramakrishna showed, the practical Vedanta, application of Vedanta, and more than 100 years, the thousands of Ramakrishna devotees and hundreds of Ramakrishna monks and the nuns, they are practicing these. Both Tyagi and Gehi can follow this practice, they are devotees. Let me share 2 great assurances of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna before I conclude. In the great master, Swami Ishatmananda has recorded Sri Ramakrishna saying, blessed souls having their last birth will surely come here. Just shesh janma, shekhane ashbe. And this is first. Second, again, anyone who has truly called God, even once, must come here. Antarik bhabe ekbaro je Ishwar ke dekheche, shekhane ashbe. What does it mean? Look at ourselves. We have come over here. Are you not blessed? Don't you think in that way? That is the thing. Once we have come over here, that proves sometime in some of our birth, we must have prayed sincerely to God, God, please give me shelter. So we have come here. Now no way, no question to go back, no question to fall from this. This is the last lap, we have to complete this. Ekhane jara ashve, then he is praying. Sri Ramakrishna is praying to the Divine Mother. O Mother, may those who come here through sincere attraction obtain perfection. Ma jara ekhane antarik tane ashbe, tara jeno siddha hoy. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is praying to himself. He is the Divine Mother. He is everything. And he is praying for us. Anyone who is coming with a sincere heart, tears in his eyes, praying to God, God, I don't have anyone in this world but you, his blessings will surely come on him. Jai Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, Jai Ma Sharada.